first couple seasons of Ted Lasso were fantastic. In season 1, there were even some great lessons about leadership, and the writers seemed to find a way to keep it real and comedic at the same time. However, this morning I want to use the part of the story throughout season 2 where Ted finds himself curled up in a ball in the middle of a game with what appears to be an anxiety or fear issue. He starts going to see the team counsellor. It's a difficult process for him. He has spent time with counsellors in the past and it sounded like it went badly. Towards the end of one of the episodes, the counsellor tells Ted, excuse the language, the truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. This is a misquote from the biblical passage in John chapter 8 when Jesus says, you will know the truth and the truth will set you free. Nonetheless, there is some good to learn from this misquote. Coming to grips with the truth of who I am is perhaps one of the most difficult and frustrating journeys I have embarked on. See, when I am blissfully unaware about how people might feel intimidated or dismissed by me, it can be easier than facing the truth. Seeing the reactions of others, owning what I've done, apologizing, dealing with how another feels, and then putting in the effort to unlearn my bad characteristics. Learning about our strengths is incredibly uplifting, and so it should be. Self-discovery of our weaknesses and growth areas, this is difficult. And this is the point here. When I accept and embrace the truth of both my strengths and my weaknesses, when I learn to grow through it, when I surround myself with people who complement my weaknesses, I find myself liberated. The truth of who I am really has set me free, even if I did have to be pissed off first. Not only do I find freedom in the truth, there are a whole bunch of knock-on effects. I become more humble because I recognize that I have weaknesses like everybody else. It is easier to have compassion for others who are reacting out of weakness because I've been there too. I become more accepting of various personality traits because I recognize that all personalities have strengths and weaknesses. And when it comes to my strengths, I recognize value and am appropriately proud of my strengths and know the importance of maximizing these and using these gifts to help others. I encourage you today to notice the characteristics that make you great, and I encourage you to know your shadow sides. When we hold that tension well, we lead out of humble strength. And when it is all said and done, when Jesus talks about learning the truth that will set us free, he is referring to himself. He is the ultimate truth. See, I believe that Jesus is the one who created me, and therefore he knows me better than anyone. Therefore, there is no one better suited to helping me achieve accurate self-awareness. My hope for you is that you would lead from greater self-awareness today.